Don't forget to like, comment, and share if encouragement and edifying one another is your vibe. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I recently came through a podcast by Pastor Jerry Flowers, and he's on a series about just mental health and just keeping yourself afloat in the midst of this crazy world. There's a term that I am coining from one of his sermons. He says that observe but don't absorb. A lot of times, the reason why I personally feel that, the reason why we feel tired, we feel like we've given so much of ourselves to any given situation or certain individuals, is because we tend to put so much, weight towards a thing or a person or an output. I love the scripture in Philippians 4 that says that I've learned to be content in whatever state that I'm in, whether in plenty or I'm in lack. It talks to how either way I am not shaken, nothing excites me, I'm not deeply saddened by anything, regardless of whether I have it or I don't have it. And this also goes with just relationships. If you put so much energy or put so much weight on people's feedback about you, even people who you don't even care to get feedback from, you will find yourself very tired. Stop putting so much weight towards a thing or a person. I've learned as I've gotten older, I've learned that it's high time that I manage what I take in, because not everything can come into this temple, whether it's in my mind, my body, whatever. I can't just be a magnet for any and anything or anyone. So learn to observe, but don't absorb. You will see how light your days become, how energetic and how focused you become, because nothing really moves you. It goes back to knowing that we are not in this world forever. This is not our eternal home. So when we put so much emphasis on things, on people, on material things, or on a specific outcome, we are saying that is so important. It is like everything to you. You will go crazy if you didn't get it. And that's why a lot of people's hearts get broken in relationship, because you need to leave room for people to disappoint you. You need to leave room for life just to be lifing, because it's a fact, we live in a fallen world. This world is not perfect. So we are going to come across things that won't necessarily be nice, and we shouldn't be surprised when they happen, but we shouldn't be surprised like, oh my gosh, should happen, I can't believe. No, that type of behavior needs to stop. And that's how you also as an individual need to come across around those you are surrounded by. Don't give away so much of how you respond. If silence is what you do, then keep quiet. If observance is what you can do, then please be observant. If you don't have anything to say, then shh. Sometimes we as humans don't want to be in spaces where there's just silence. We always feel the need to say something, comment about something. Sometimes people are just trying to see what you would say about a situation, right? So I just wanted to just share this because I found the podcast very enriching. I'm listening to it right now, and it's dropping so many gems, and it just agrees to what I've been trying to do in the recent years. And I pray that if you're a person who's easily triggered by situations, people, circumstances, that you learn to observe without absorbing. And the best example we can see from the Bible is Jesus himself. Jesus knew when he needed to exert his energy, and he also knew when he needed to retreat. Not everything was a topic of discussion. And when he was surrounded during the time when he went to go and heal the man's daughter or son in one of the Gospels, he wanted utter silence and him to heal the child. And he often went away to pray and also just to be with himself. And he often sometimes never responded, even when disciples demanded him to respond on a particular situation. He is the example of someone who observed but never absorbed. But there were times where obviously he was a son of God, but he was also a son of man. He had, he saw pain. There was one scripture where we hear that Jesus wept. Right? So it's not to say that he wasn't aware of what was going on. He was sometimes, but that didn't imagine all the things that he went through while he was in this earth. And only one or two moments you can count where you can really see how he was absorbed by the circumstances that he was going through. But most of the time he was trying to keep himself afloat so he can have the right level of energy to do the ministry of the Lord. So I pray that you see Jesus as your example, where you decide on what you need to observe, what you need to observe and not necessarily absorb. Have an awesome day, guys. Bye.